Good afternoon. I'm Jim Weatherup, Chairman of the Oswego County Legislature. Our April Legislature meeting was another productive session. We passed 2 resolutions to raise the qualifying income limits for partial property tax exemptions for both low-income homeowners age 65 and over and for low-income households for qualified people with disabilities. Raising the income ceiling and updating the sliding income scale allows more households to be eligible for a partial exemption. The sliding income scale will begin at $29,000 or less for a 50% exemption and go to the maximum $37,400 for a 5% exemption. These changes will take effect next year. Qualified households need to apply by March 1st, 2023 to see the change on their assessment rolls beginning July 1st. When county tax bills come out the following January, they will then reflect the exemption. Another resolution passed at the April Legislature meeting was to allow the county to apply for a $1 million grant through the New York State Office of Homes and Community Renewal to provide safe and decent housing for farm workers across the county. Grant funding is available through the CARES Act of 2020, and the Oswego County Farm Bureau has identified interest from several local farm owners. We also set a public hearing for a proposed amendment to a local law that will permit and regulate all-terrain vehicles operation on certain portions of selected county roads. Opening these roads is necessary for ATVs to access and connect to the trail networks, and it promotes recreational opportunities that will help stimulate the local economy and offer enjoyment to residents and tourists traveling in the area. The public hearing will be held at 2 p.m. on Thursday, May 12th in the legislative chambers of the Legislative Office Building, 46 East Bridge Street, Oswego. The Oswego County Agricultural District added 6 more properties this year, 4 in the town of Mexico, 1 in the town of Amboy, and 1 in the town of Schuylkill. We also recognized April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. The proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child," takes on a whole new level of importance with the extra attention focused on the topic in recent weeks. We held a series of special meetings in the last month to discuss the tragic loss of Jordan Brooks and call for a plan of action following the arrest of his parents for their role in his death. On Friday, April 1st, we passed resolutions authorizing independent investigations by attorney Scott Eisman of Saratoga Springs, New York, and the Bonadeo Group of Syracuse, New York. Once the criminal proceedings are concluded, Attorney Eisman will investigate the facts and circumstances regarding the response and handling of all reports about Jordan's case by our Department of Social Services. The Bonadeo Group, which is familiar with New York State Social Services law and the New York State Office of Children and Family Services regulations, will conduct a review of DSS to identify its response, actions, trends, strengths, and weaknesses, and areas for improvement. Moving forward, we will let these investigations show us the facts, which will help determine our next steps. In other county news, we continue to see COVID-19 case counts rise. Last week, we reported 891 new positive cases and 14 new hospitalizations. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, our COVID-19 community level remains high for the 3rd straight week, so we must remain vigilant. Our health department continues to incorporate COVID-19 vaccines into its regular immunization clinic schedule at the Nick Stereo Public Health Clinic in Oswego. Go to the health department's COVID-19 website and click on the Vaccines and Boosters link for details. Also, mark your calendars for Wednesday, May 4th for the first History on Tap event of 2022 presented by the Fort Ontario State Historic Site. This event opens at 7 p.m. at GS Steamers in Oswego and will focus on gathering ideas and interests from the public and celebrating our country's 250th anniversary. Admission is free. Get out and celebrate Earth Day coming up on Friday, April 22nd. Whether it's for the day, the month, or all year long, let's work together to keep our natural resources pristine for our own recreation and for others' enjoyment too. This month's tourism tip is to explore the nature trails in your own backyard. Go to visitoswegocounty.com to find trail maps and more information. Stay safe and healthy, and thank you for doing your part to help prevent the spread of COVID-19. If you haven't been vaccinated and wish to do so, call the COVID-19 hotline at 315-349-3330 or call your medical provider for more information. Enjoy the upcoming spring weather and look for our next video update on Monday, May 16th.